I've just realised I'm wearing a Halloween t-shirt. I'll be right back. That's better. Okay, so Christmas is around the corner, the end of 2020 is finally in sight, and I need to basically go do some present shopping. We're all really hoping that LARPing is going ahead in 2021. It looks promising, touch all the wood, and my main game, the Lorien Trust, has got its pre-booking opening up tomorrow on December 1st, so if you want to come and play LARP with me, please do. I like friends, because I have almost none. So if you're eager to get your friends ready for 2021, here are some Christmas gifts that will help you get started. These would be especially relevant when LARPing in a world coping with COVID-19. My next video coming out in 2 weeks is going to be about how to prepare for LARP in a COVID-19 2020 year. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It's going to be really relevant to the next year. Hopefully it won't be needed at all and you can watch it once and then never have to look at it again, but it is better safe than sorry. So if you want to watch that, subscribe now. Drinking with your mates is unsurprisingly a big part of LARP culture. However, considering that COVID-19 is passed through the mouth, sharing drinking containers is probably not the wisest solution. So why not take the opportunity to buy some for your friends as a Christmas present? Good looking tankards and drinking horns are always amazing pieces of kit to have, and decorated ones are something that not everybody would necessarily buy for themselves. So see if you can find one that's suitable for your mate's character. Viking, barbarian style characters will probably get a lot out of drinking horn, while if they're a bit more elegant and refined, goblet might be better. Just make sure whatever you're going to get is not breakable. Glass shards are a massive hazard out in a LARP field. If you go to fest games like I do, then there are children about, there are people walking around barefoot for some strange reason, and let's face it, the last thing we need is injuries from glass. Flasks and bottles are a really good gift idea as well. No one ever says no to being able to carry water up onto a battlefield. And most of them are made from plastic now, which means they're far less likely to break if you fall on them, stand on them and all that jazz. A good example would be this one that I got from my latest LARP box. If you want to see that, the link to that video is above. Okay, so this one is my favourite, but I am biased because I get given a lot of accessories for my character. Apparently there's just something about me which screams, give me the shinies. Giving someone an accessory for their character can be tricky because players can be quite particular about their character's appearance. So if you're off the mark with the gift you're giving, they might never use it. However, if you're bang on the money, they may never take it off. So this one requires really careful observation of your giftee. There is no point in buying them a hat or a scarf if they just don't wear them. So look at what accessories they already have as a guide. You want to get something that complements what they already have as opposed to an alternative. They've probably worked really hard on their costume, so they're only really going to want to replace pieces that they aren't satisfied with. Your best option is to see if they're creating a new character, because then you can feel out what image they're going for. After all, there's no point in buying them a metal brooch or a silver necklace if all they wear is going to be bone and leather. Look at what materials, colours and accessories they are already using for that character, and then go search some charity shops and thrift stores, because that's where you're going to find the really interesting costume pieces. Or if you're a bit strapped for ideas, then you can always go to the regular LARP retailers. These are my favourites. So, leather crafted items are pretty much the bread and butter of LARP. There are very few genres of LARP where leatherware plays no part whatsoever, and that means you have plenty of options. Anyone will tell you that the staple of LARP is the leather pouch. I have yet to find somebody who isn't grateful for being handed a leather pouch. Find good quality ones and you will be that person's favourite gift giver ever. There are other leather items that do go down well as well, but nothing goes down as well as a pouch. Weapon holders are great, but the trick is to find ones that are appropriate size for the weapons that your mate's going to be carrying. Most of them come in standard sizes, but do double check, because the last thing you need is to be buying one for your mate's sword only to find that it slips straight through as they put it in. The big thing is leather armor. This is risky if 1, you don't know your mate's measurements, and 2, if you don't want to spend a lot of money. If either of those applies to you, I strongly recommend against trying to get your mate some leather armor. As I said in my ordering custom kit video, good quality stuff takes time and money. You don't want to be spending money on something that either doesn't fit or is impossible to return. And you definitely don't want to be spending money on something that is low quality and breaks down after just a couple of uses. If you are looking to buy someone custom armor though, I really strongly recommend you check out that video. The link is up top. For leather crafting, I'm a big fan of a fair number of people. For more generic stuff, I tend to go to Darkblade, who are leather crafting here in the UK. They made my boot covers, I've got belt from them, I've got pouches from them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. If you want something a little bit more ornate, I have a brilliantly talented friend who makes absolutely beautiful stuff. She made these pouches for my husband. She's absolutely brilliant. She's Mischief Leathers on Facebook. I cannot recommend her more strongly. She is absolutely brilliant. Do you want something custom? Do remember that you're running out of time before Christmas, so get in there now because a lot of slots may already be taken. Nothing says Christmas more than a big shiny LARP sword. Okay, that might not be true, but seriously, if you do give someone a LARP sword for Christmas, I can guarantee you're going to be getting a hell of a present next year. Weapons are great, but have the exact same principles as armor. If you're planning on getting something custom, you better know what you're doing, because weapons are a massive deal at combat LARPs, especially custom one. I have seen some amazingly stunning, beautiful, unique weapons over the years I've been LARPing, and most of them were very carefully designed to match a specific costume aesthetic. And I'm also very certain that they made a colossal dent in someone's piggy bank. So if you want something that's less debt-inducing, I would recommend smaller weapons. Knives are generally carried as a backup weapon by most characters, and many characters are more than happy to be carrying more than one. Most LARP retailers will have a great selection of LARP knives. Or if you're looking for something a bit more unique, I am always a big fan of Etsy. Or even better, if you know someone who makes them custom, or you know a small business that makes beautiful stuff, do support them. 2020 has been a rough year on everybody, especially LARP retailers with no games running. So if you're able to support your local retailers, I really recommend you do so. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you have a wonderful winter holiday. I will be back in 2 weeks. I'll see you on a battlefield soon.